Welcome to Cyberpunk 2030 A Better Tomorrow.
「 I borrowed this system.
All right, there we go. Actually, perfect timing for the music, too. All right, so we are back. We are live once again for Cyberpunk 2030, a better tomorrow. A better tomorrow, as the entrance to the music would say. So from what I understand, we have a commercially viable recap.
Only if we let
Let the bard sing.
Yeah.
I'm not singing.
So
However,
so I guess we're about
I
to
will
find out if it's too legit to quit or if it's great value. So
Yeah.
great value, of course.
go
This
ahead.
is Justin
go ahead and take it
writing
away.
lyrics.
Yeah, go ahead and take it away.
Hitting up the double wide. We can all stand side by side. Locke is the man, not a frying pan. Roll for initiative. Tap, tap, tap in the firefight. Aim, aim, aim in the firefight. Nade, nade, nade in the firefight. Smoke, smoke, smoke in the firefight. I can't hear in the firefight. They're ran away from the firefight. That is my version of the recap.
Oh, is that it?
There we go.
I was
Okay.
expecting more.
By the way, that's accurate to what happened. I aimed, I shot, I got hit by a nade, someone threw smoke, I couldn't hear anything, and then they ran away.
Wow.
Like I said, someone probably should have a more detailed conversational interaction from Locke's perspective.
So does anybody want to maybe expand on Senior Stolas?
Sure. We took a road trip, packed it full, had picked up some grenades for a little extra push. Made the trip, pretty much confirmed we were followed, even though we couldn't pick them out. Was a riding suspicion all the way through the trip. Didn't pick up where it was coming from, didn't think about it till later. We're pretty sure the vehicle was tagged. Get to the location. We let Sam, in her gorgeous, charismatic beauty, charm Locke into not shooting the shit out of us before she could explain what was going on. Once she explained what was going on, we had this wonderful conversation in which Locke, rather reluctantly, decided we should talk about what was going to happen next, at which point the 6 fully cyborged individuals showed up and decided to try and make us into sandwich meat. Fortunately, they did not all come from one side, because we would have been swarmed. They did a 4-2 split, and the 4 charged from the left side, from correct first time, in which case Amori decided he did not need 4 armored individuals trying to come through the door, and tossed a grenade that way, at which point they all hit the dirt, as even cyborgs aren't fully grenade proof. So that left that side pinned down while Doc proceeded to get shot up trying to hold them off. Amori went and turned the other way. Doc threw a smoke grenade, keeping everything down after having almost both arms shot off. Locke also was over there fending off the 4. Solus and Amori, in some fit of glory, decided to take on the other 2, and in some unbelievable fit, managed to shoot both their heads off in close combat. Not quite sure how that happened, despite the fact that Amori tried to kamikaze one with a grenade and almost blew himself and Solus up with it. At the point where the smoke was starting to clear, 3 of them were down. The 3 survivors decided they were not getting paid enough for this job and backed off. And we patched up, hacked off a few heads and body parts for, Dr. Peruse later, and confiscated 3 rather nice rifles and returned home to heal and figure out where the stupid bug is that's on the vehicle.
You forgot the part where I was awesome.
I said that early when you charmed Locke into not shooting us.
No, the part.
no.
The
Then she
part
became
where
a tank.
Yeah.
Oh,
The part where
I'm sorry. Did I forget that part where your glorious femininity overwhelmed a swarm of bullets, causing them to swerve all around you? I apologize.
Thank you.
Femininity. You forgot about how Stolas also made a decision not to do more drugs.
No, I didn't forget about it. I'm just not sure I believe it.
Okay.
That has yet to be demonstrated in truth.
So at this
No,
point,
he has been seen willingly taking the Narcan to sober himself up.
True.
so that being said, it is the next day. At this point, where was Doc, or Skulls, I should say, where was he taken to get help?
Yeah, let's see, because nobody else is gonna have like skills to handle that because he's in the critical damage range.
Right.
That would have been a trip to the hospital, I would think. We have emergency cash set aside.
I considered taking points in first aid, and then I decided not to.
Well, then that's useful.
Well, when the bullets,
Sorry, Doc.
when the bullets just fly around you, do you really need first aid at that point? I mean,
Yeah.
the only
Well,
tidbit you left
unless-
off there is her impression of Scarface at the very end.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where would Doc have told them to take him?
I guess Jerome, knowing just the general layout of, like, I guess the medical ecosphere in Phoenix, like what would have been the best place to go to? Just
Banner
the
Health.
hospital? Or... Okay, Banner Health.
Yep.
Yeah, then
The
that's
hospital.
what do you suggest?
Like legit hospital, not one of
Yeah.
the not one of the. I mean, you could have gone that way. There are a couple places that you could have gone to, which probably would have been cheaper, but it would have been cheaper.
Right, yeah, you get what you pay for.
Exactly. Which, that being the case, there's two places that fit that description in this area: White Hart Clinic and Country Mountain Clinic. So,
Yeah, we would have taken him where
in
he
case
said
it
to
comes
take
up.
him.
so if that's the case, he's going to a straight up actual hospital, which will be costly, but that's okay. Hopefully, you guys have got the cash for it. So he's currently recovering right now, in the room.
Octavia would have stayed with them.
Actually, you would have been shooed away given the way you look.
I would have been shooed away.
You're not
Yep,
high
Why
class
nomads aren't
enough.
popular in hospitals.
Oh.
You're trying to get. You aren't a nomad yet, but you're trying to give off that vibe, and they would have been like, "Yeah, no, go away." There's a camp with your name on it.
Thanks, no.
Yeah. Or he'll get up and dial up Sam and go, Sam, why don't you go visit Doc in the hospital?
Bueno.
And they'll check in with everyone. And he's already got ghost checking on the vehicle to make sure there isn't a bug on it, which is what I suspect. But
Okay, so Sam, at this point, then you're going to the hospital, Banner Health. They've got him up in the intensive care area, resting and healing. So getting in for you, once you show your identification, isn't a big deal, but they don't let you bring in any weapons, obviously. And keep in mind that I don't think you have any, but that also extends to weapons that would have been cybernetically connected to you as well.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good.
I come out. We can't be worried about assassinations in hospitals. It can't possibly happen.
Well,
Is this the next day or is this the same
Next
day?
day.
It is the next day, yes.
Okay, I would have called Alicia and just told her we're all fine. What did we do with Locke? Did we?
He actually went to his family.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll go into the room.
Okay. So you take the elevator on up. He's currently on the 16th floor right now. So you're taking your way, on up, and you hear, Nicola, taste the love. There's a little advertisement that pops up, on animated screen in the elevator as you're riding on up. Tonight on Locktastic. And then, another splash page coming across as it's, showing action, blood, guts, Locktastic. It's Samoflange time.
And whereas previously Sam would have been really riveted by the promise of the next episode, suddenly it's not quite as appealing as, 2 days ago.
Okay. But you get up there to the 16th floor. There's basically a visitor's desk that normally probably would be staffed by nurses, like if it was in our our timeline. In Cyberpunk timeline, however, it has 2 armed guards as well as nurses.
Does Skulls have a first and last name, or just Skulls? I mean, has he shared his full name with us?
That's a great question, and probably a bad time to be asking yourself that.
Would I already know what room he'd be in?
I will give you a roll for that. Let's see if somebody thought ahead to call. So go ahead and give me an intelligence and awareness notice check. No, general education. Sorry.
General education.
Yep.
Education, general knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. That's not what I meant.
Just 9.
Not supposed to roll a d4.
Okay, 18.
Okay, that's good enough. So, you thought ahead, and managed to find the name that he went by, which is how you're able to tell what floor and whatnot he's on. So you know what room he's in. And if you want to provide her with your real name.
Yeah, Skull's name is Noah Breton.
Francis Beergarden.
Okay, so am I able to talk my way past the guards?
Oh yeah.
Okay. No! And I'll head on down to the room.
Alrighty. Yep. So basically, there's on the 16th floor here. It just goes straight. Well, it's lengthways, and there are a total of 30 rooms. Yeah, 30 rooms on this floor. 15 on either side.
Should I be looking in any other rooms or just head straight?
You know which room he's in.
Okay, then I'll just go to the room.
Yeah. So you walk down past the security guards. They don't really give you a second glance because you're not dressed like
Like me.
You're sus right now. And they don't currently have anybody on this floor who's trying to cause any sort of a ruckus. So they're just trying to relax and spend their day at this point as the nurses kind of busy themselves going back and forth and keeping up on things. And you get in there and there's Skulls.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien. Can't you tell?
Yeah. ¿Cómo te sientes? How are you feeling?
Been better. This is probably the most I've been shot up, but that guy went down, so it's fair.
Well,
I didn't die.
Don't worry, I'm sure it won't be the last.
Great. That's comforting. how's how's the team? I haven't gotten any updates or anything. I'm not, connected.
Yeah, the way they've got him kind of like sitting and with IVs and everything, like it's difficult for him to move. The only thing he really has near him is the button to get the nurse. Like that little remote for the TV
Okay,
and whatnot.
so what is what is obviously damaged?
You're probably better off asking what isn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that would include his head at this point. So like facially, he looks all right. Below the chin, probably not so much.
Okay. Can I get you a pillow or a drink or
Yes.
scratch something?
That's something.
If you're I'm not gonna make you take up on that offer. A drink and pillow would be great. Jerome, is there like a TV in this room, or
Yep.
is it not that?
There
Okay.
sure is. It's not on right now, but there is, yes.
Okay. It's like, yeah, and if you could turn on the TV, I don't know if there's a remote. They're kind of stingy with that, but it'd be nice.
I'll poke around the room till I find something.
Oh, the remote is connected to the bed.
Oh,
That the button that you have for the nurse, it's a
Yeah.
part of that system.
Oh, okay.
I'll like put it in next to his hand and like point it out to him.
Oh, there we go.
They didn't.
Good.
They didn't give you the tutorial when you came in.
They might have, but I, wake up, fall asleep. They're supplied on their meds, and they work.
So, are you one of those medical professionals that's a terrible patient, or are you actually following orders?
Well, I think the meds have made me a very, very good patient, and I can't really argue. And I wouldn't, because it hurts everywhere. So, yeah, fortunately, they do know what they're doing. It's fortunate. I tried to see if I could be a tech here a few years back, but the moment they know you've got any type of nomad background, they shut that down real quick.
Really? Not even with your skill?
Yeah, there's corporate stuff going on, and I'm sure not all of it's legal. There's prejudice and all that.
Harry, baby.
They don't care. What they know is what they know, and they're not going to muddy the waters. Imagine one of those corpos getting showed up by a nomad. They're not going to let that happen.
Too bad for them. And she'll grab the. They probably have like a water thing with
Yeah.
a straw.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll hold that over.
Oh, thanks.
Authentic bendy straw.
Yep.
I had no idea my hand could reach that far. What news have I had from everybody else, or have we really?
There hasn't really been much of a debrief outside of, what Amori is thinking, that maybe the vehicle was bugged and that Locke was dropped off with his family.
Okay. Are they pretty mad at us?
No,
Okay.
no
So we
one,
didn't.
no
we
one
didn't-
really had a conversation with him. It was more of a Locke hopped off at that point, went off into the night, and is presumably with his family.
So they didn't like give us the evil eye.
No, they weren't around to give you the evil eye.
Gotcha. Okay, so he went under his own recognizance.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll just repeat all that. Say that we haven't really checked in much this morning. Thought we'd see how he was doing first.
Gotcha. All right.
They tell you how long you're gonna be here?
Well, I did manage to get a peek at the chart. Jerome, like just with my own knowledge and whatnot, would I be able to tell like how long I'd be in here?
That is a good question. I should have looked that up ahead of time. Let me take a look.
I'm assuming they heal faster than present day.
It does, but I'm checking. They have them, and if I don't find it here pretty quick, I'm just gonna make it up.
So otherwise, it's going to be a pretty boring, like 2 or 3 months in game.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. No, I don't need.
I'm sure
microwave
there is
heating weapons.
I'm sure there's plenty many of us can do to occupy our time. Hi there, bench press. Does she have a real name, or does just everyone call her bench press?
Bench press Quinn.
All right.
I do know that like successful medtech rolls mean that you then heal like 1 point a day, I think. And he took 11 points of damage.
Okay. So like a week and a half.
Yeah, from at least what I gathered in the book as far as how healing goes, I think.
The problem is that I have with this book is it's not formatted because it's old.
Yeah.
It's not formatted well. Everything is kind of spread out, or it's side comments or whatnot that you have to do a double take on.
Right.
But I'm here, and this should be it.
There's like 7 people you can blame for the layout of the book.
So, realistically, so I'm gonna have to make an ST check on this. I'm not gonna keep flipping back and forth trying to find this. So, you're looking at roughly 2 weeks of healing.
Okay.
Oh, here
Then,
we go.
okay.
Perfect. However, I knew that this would be in here somewhere. If you want to spend more, you can speed that process up.
Do I know how much the bill would be by now?
Not as of yet, no.
I was actually going to suggest maybe they could send him home to be like to finish recovering.
Oh, he could absolutely do that, which means he would not have the benefit of speeding fast.
Oh,
So if you guys want to save on money, yes, get him
Well-
discharged and go home.
We'll put it in this
I mean,
context. Is the
not-
bill going to go over the 10,000 we've got sitting in the savings account?
I'm double checking the price right now.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to like spring him right now. I meant like halfway through maybe. When he's no longer critical.
Okay, so you have the option of just being treated. So if you are just being treated by a med tech, you're going to heal 1 point per day.
Okay, so then that'd be 11 days.
So that,
Okay.
that like I said, about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you want to basically have your medical technician and they use speed healing drugs,
Right.
that bumps it up to 2 points a day. If you would like to have your med tech work on you and add nanotech and speed healing, which is the fastest, you get 3 points per day.
Get that done in 4 days. Well, he does have money, not an infinite amount, but depending on how much it is, sooner he gets out of here, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much then would that be for the full package to get that 3 points a day?
So what you're going to need to do, what you need to do, so you have what, 11 right now? And if you're going to
Yeah.
go 3 points per day, so basically nanotech and speed heal, so at 3
Yeah.
points per day, you're looking at
4 days.
9. So that's what, 3.5 days. So technically 4.
Yeah.
So that's going to cost you. Let's see.
Your left arm.
So 1 second.
Oh.
I have to do some math. Okay,
It
so-
happens to every jam.
Yeah.
It was inevitable.
Can't escape it.
See, the
horrible
truth
math.
is, I say that as a joke, but in this world, it could literally cost you your arm.
It could. Yeah. Exactly.
Here's a bunch of drugs. Gauze it up to stop the bleeding. You'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
And
payment on time.
times. Oops. 3. Okay. So we need to go 1650 times 4. So that's 660. And then 1500 times 3. So that's going to be plus. You're looking at 11,100.
Or you can take a little bit more time to get back on your feet.
So what that comes to is that's 4 days of the speed healing drugs, and then 3 days of the nanotechnology treatments.
How much do you need, Doc?
I can actually do it. I'll have money left over. You know, it's a hit, but you can do it.
Okay. So you're just at that point you call in the. Okay. So you are then making arrangements with the doctor, and they will begin the treatments at that point. So then just you would forward them the cash, and at that point they oh, thank you for the sub, a vicious narwhal. Yay. Keep in mind with that, although I don't have it listed here, if you would like to give somebody a free reroll, please do, and just note it in the chat, and we'll make sure that they get that added. That's something you get automatically when you subscribe.
Woohoo! Just don't give it to the ST.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, don't give it to me. I've got enough.
He doesn't need that.
So then mark off 11,100 from your cash there, Skulls, and they're going to begin your treatments effective immediately.
Okay. All right. Done.
So you will be out in 4 days.
Yeah. So then after that, I'm like, it'll only be a few days. Just put in that request. So like 4 days, I should be good to go.
Oh, that's some fancy stuff.
That's why I came here. I figured they'd have something like that, and they've got the experts to use it properly. The clinics, you take your chances.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, you want me to put the TV on for you? Or can you
I remember the remote now. Here we go. And so he goes ahead and presses the button, turns that on, and just kind of leaves it there. And then he's like, yeah, so have we heard from she who shall not be named who caused this injury with her cronies?
Not yet. I think that should be our next order of business.
That'd be great.
You want me to come back and tell you how it goes?
Oh, yeah. And if you need somebody to put some rounds in her head, you know.
You're the guy?
I'm the guy. Yeah, in 4 days.
Right. Right. We'll try to keep her on ice for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, take a picture, something, tell me about it, I'm good. But if I get the opportunity, that'd be swell.
All right.
So as you turn on the TV, it is now on the latest episode of Junk Woman. And
boy.
and basically what it is it's it is a reality TV show that they follow around authentic homeless, unseen. So basically, they've got like little cameras that kind of follow them around in the buildings, and you observe what it is that they're doing. And every so often, a paid actor will interact with them. Usually, it's to harass them or something like that,
Yeah.
and find out like what crazy or zany thing that they're going to do next.
Got it. Oh, cool. Taking advantage of the poor. This will be fun.
What passes for entertainment here?
Yeah. Well, I won't subject you to that partial torture if you want to get going. Not much for you to do other than watch them plug me into some machines and shoot some cocktail into me. But yeah, don't get yourself killed. Let everyone know I'm gonna be fine in a few days.
All right, we'll be back. So she'll like fluff up his pillows or whatever, leave the stuff within hand's reach, and
Sure.
wave as she heads out.
Okay. And then at this point, is everybody else meeting at the garage for?
Yeah, Octavia would have been there. She would have probably been the first one to arrive.
Right, because you're wanting to check out the van.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's also wanting to kind of see what she has to fix.
I don't think the van took any hits.
Nope, van wasn't in the fight.
Yeah, but that was a very long trip.
Yeah. So.
Stolas will be on time the next day.
Oh, is he? Why don't you give me? Since you are actively resisting, you need to give me a resist drugs check. So that should be under body. Yes, resist torture
Yes.
drugs.
/R1.
Dun, 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 dun.
9, 13, 14.
All right. So, as you wake up in the morning, you got in. You got into your own room late, or your own place, I should say, late at night. Given everything that had gone down, you go to roll out of bed and roll over bench press, which wakes her up. And she stands up, and all she has on is a loose fitting sports bra right now.
Oh my.
And so she stands and stretches, and just instinctively she goes to a nightstand and puts some of the orange powder down for you. And yeah, you failed your resistance roll, so.
It's 8 a.m. somewhere.
Yep.
So you're not on
The
time.
resist drugs is so he can do more of it on a regular basis.
What's that?
The resist drug is so he can do more of it.
No, it's so he resists the temptation.
Oh.
Because you are addicted already. So.
Well.
But I mean, she just did it more as a matter of fact. It wasn't even a matter of temptation. It was just a matter of like you would, make somebody a sandwich or pancakes in the morning. She just laid some of it out for you, figuring you wanted it, and you clearly did.
Then he'll go and make coffee, as mild as a stimulant as that is.
All right. And so she's going about, doing her thing, starting to like get dressed and whatever have you. Everybody else at this point. So you are, Stolas is not on time. Stolas is actually the last one there. Mostly because that as you were making your way to the garage, you could have swore that guy who was on the motorcycle was following you again.
I knew he was real.
Although when you stop off at stoplights, or well, like I said, when you get to your destination,
Don't try and justify his ability to disappear in a crowd.
Yeah, but you don't see him when you stop at a stoplight or when you get to your destination. But like in between, for some reason, you're just like, there he is, sort of thing. But anyways, everybody else is at the garage at this point. For those of you who don't know what this place is or need a reminder, this is out in the combat zone. So this area is all run down. It's pretty much left up to the squatters who live out here to fix anything, or if they have utilities or whatever have you. That's all up to them. It's not necessarily connected to the city. The police do not patrol out here for any reason. So it is kind of a nomad's land. That doesn't mean there's not anybody out here. And it doesn't mean that there aren't businesses out here. It just means that they're a little bit more few and far between. In this particular case, Vanover's Garage is the place that everybody seems to be meeting at all the time. It has a nice new sign still. And it looks like a 3-car, it basically looks like a 3-bay garage for vehicles to come in and be worked on. The rest of the area is pretty beat up and run down or whatnot, but this particular section is fairly clean-ish because obviously it's an operation. So, and this particular place is located in what was Maryvale.
When they all start coming in, all they're going to see hanging out of the engine is 2 legs.
Okay.
I don't remember that as a motivation for the vehicle. However, if the engine has shot up too many times, we can always use the legs to keep it going forward.
So at this point, Octavia, why don't you roll? Octavia, why don't you roll your tech and AV tech?
Okay. Is this the one that has the exclamation point?
No.
/R space.
Gosh, too many.
Everyone loves the die roller.
You gonna do it? No. There we go. Ooh. So that would be 15.
So you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure, don't tell me necessarily what you rolled. Tell me if you got a 1 or not. Because that's what's
I got a
important.
1. Sorry,
Yeah.
I got a 1.
That's fine.
That's right.
So roll
Yeah.
1d10 one more time.
Oh, I forgot about that. Rollers, I hate me. 10.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. I blew up the whole garage, didn't I?
My 4-car again.
Did she just try to fix what ain't broke?
We're about to find out.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, we're about to
oh,
find
I
out.
don't see a bug over here. Oh no.
So at this point, all of you are showing up. Sam, you swung by and picked up Jurgen at this point. Jurgen or Jurgen?
Jurgen.
Jurgen, okay.
Just like Grandpa.
Grandpa!
Other Grandpa.
Yep. Grandpa? I'm not Grandpa! Grandpa? I'm not Grandpa! Yes? Oh!
I don't want to know.
Okay, so I am going to first clip what it is that I'm seeing so that all of you can share in this.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's going to get, that is definitely going to get a Baymax. Hold on a second. There we go.
Oh no.
Oh no. So look at what it says for a 10 under tech.
Where are we looking?
It's the Facebook chat.
Okay.
Well, she's been wanting a new engine, anyways.
So just as all of you start coming in, not Stolas yet, obviously, but just well, and Skulls, because Skulls is on the mend. But the rest of you start walking in, and just as we'll say, Ghost is lifting up the garage door to enter the garage that all of you have rented at this point, making the owner a very happy person because of steady income. You see Octavia like start to climb out as sparks start flying out of the engine of the family flyer, and like it catches fire for a moment, and smoke starts billowing out and out from under it, and then you end up seeing like from the back end, like the engine itself, like it caught fire so hot and so fast, it slagged the engine and electronics and the motor mounts, and so it ends up just bam falling on the ground.
I'm having deja vu. Oh wait, I wasn't waiting for that. I just like stop and I contemplate shutting the door. I just roll it back down again. Like, okay, that didn't actually happen. I'm just gonna open this again.
Okay.
There
And it'll
would
be all better.
Amori just kind of walks over down the side of the vehicle till he gets to where the legs were sticking out.
She's letting out a string of curses.
Yeah, don't scramble out from under there so you don't get cooked. Great. So is it just the engine block that is, or is the whole thing toast?
Would you like to check then with your tech and AV tech?
Yes.
Okay.
God.
Oh my.
I'm gonna laugh if she rolls a one.
If you don't have AV tech, you can use basic tech, but it'll be at a higher difficulty.
I do have AV tech, so
Okay.
that would be 12.
Okay. So you're looking at it at this point, and unfortunately, you can't get a good look at it because you're a little bit more overwhelmed by like the dripping that's coming out of the remains of the inside, like where fluid and Chew 2 was coming out, and like the god awful smell of burnt rubber and plastics.
Oh no. I'm gonna does the frame look okay? Like I wanna check like the where you sit, like the actual cab area. Did it
Sure.
burn through all
Yeah,
that?
so you look through there. Yeah, if you had been sitting in this thing getting ready to start it, you probably would have been torched by a fireball.
It's junk. Just walk away. We gotta get a new one.
Well, that's great.
Well,
Or
I
just-
told you that it was on its last leg.
Yeah, one too many bullet holes, I guess. I wonder if my truck is still out in the middle of the desert. Anyone want to drive out there and see? I bet I can fix that faster than this thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know in what, but yeah.
I mean, we have regular cars, yeah.
A few of you do, yes.
Oh, by the way, has anybody heard anything about Doc?
Yeah, I just went to see him at the hospital.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me even in.
Amore walks out the back door of the building, takes out his semi-auto, looks at the next junk building, and fires off about half a clip through the wall.
Okay. So all of a sudden now there's a lot of gunfire coming out the back of the back of the shop. Just
Yeah, Octavia hits the ground again.
I run back there because I'm like, fuck, are we getting attacked now? Like, we lose our car?
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting attacked. She's gonna, like, bolt back out there and...
Sam pulls her pistol.
Okay. Stolas?
Oh, I probably showed up.
Yeah, I said you showed up a little bit late, but yeah, you're there for this.
Y'all all need to get laid more often, and y'all might be a bit calmer first thing in the morning.
Oh,
I just
don't,
point.
don't gross me out.
I point at the car. You see that?
Yeah, Sam's gonna pick up some small.
What happened to the truck?
The family van is toast.
It blew up.
Like, did someone pour thermite in it?
I told you guys that this thing was on its last leg.
I like just look out the door to Maury. I'm like looking for other people. I'm like, okay, we good? Good?
Everything on the planet's on its last leg. I've never seen an engine do that.
Rory takes out a fresh clip and takes the half-spent one and puts it in his pocket.
Okay.
Picks up the brass, and you kind of would look at him, and he's absolutely expressionless. Just nothing there. Just absolutely nothing there.
Can we see that it was you that was shooting? Or
Yeah.
would we have to go outside?
Yeah,
We can?
yeah, because he's at this point picking up the brass.
Oh, okay.
Jurgen, are you doing anything? Like, did you respond to the gunfire or?
I don't know. I've been out of it for a while, so I see the gunfire and I just kind of stare at them, and I'm just like, okay.
All right, so a couple options. One, we try to buy another car. Two, we steal a car from somebody not in the city. Or we go find my old truck.
It doesn't matter. We can steal it from someone in the city. All we gotta do is spray paint it.
No. If there's actual people that paid for their stuff, that's not going to take it from them.
How much?
I mean, how far would your truck be?
So, I mean, I know where it is. I can find it again. It was in this warehouse, near this warehouse. It could still be there.
I doubt it have everything in it.
You don't think the gangs
They would have cleaned it out.
appropriated
From what I was told, the engine dropped out, so maybe not. That thing's really heavy.
it?
How long has it been there?
A month or two? I mean, it could have been scrapped, but it's...
It
What type of
definitely
truck was it? Was it like an armored truck, or was it like a van that?
Oh no, it was like a personnel hauler that was armored, and it's not easy to drive. You can't just like jump in and drive it. Just
100%. I'm telling you, it was scrapped.
I know. I can just hope. Okay. We can just go look.
And Maury looks over at Ghost and goes, "Let's get in my car. We'll go for a drive.
All right.
If I'm here too much longer, I'm going to assassinate someone."
Hey, I can't help it if it's an old thing.
Well, Maury is walking by and she says that, and he just barehanded, just wham, right into the side of the vehicle that's scrap, and just keeps going.
Can we sell the metal? Plastic? What is it?
Well, Doc said he's on the fast track and it should take him another 3 days.
Excellent.
Cool, so we have some time. All right, let's just go look. I'll armor up. Pretty good throwing grenades now. Shouldn't run into anybody.
We gonna talk about last night?
So Amori at this point just like hit the side of the now wrecked van and is marching out.
I mean, it was just a firefight, right?
Jump in the car. We can do it.
Maury turns around and looks at Sam and goes, "You're friends, right? What do we need to talk about?" Locks back. As far as the quote-unquote contract, did you film anything? All I've got is my head cam.
I mean, that's all I have, but of course I took footage.
That would be excellent. You should send that to the lovely restaurant, to the attention of the bartender, with an account that we don't need, and tell them we'll expect the money to be transferred there, or we'll broadcast the fact that we completed the job and they didn't pay.
Well,
and you might want to mention the fact that in the process of completing the job, someone sent 6 fully borged individuals to deprive us of our justly earnings. I'm sure you could come up with a wonderful way to put some good PR into that. But right now, all you need to do is kill something quickly.
All right, yeah, I can do that. So are you taking everyone or just the 2 of you?
Right now, it's best if I just go with Ghost. That way, when I go to kill someone, Ghost is just going to smile and say yes, while the rest of you might have a qualm or two.
I'll drive. Let's go.
Octavia's just going to go find something to do.
Ocho, maybe you should get us a list of what we need to fix or what we're looking for.
There's no fixing this. This thing is toast.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I told you guys, this was a POS on its last leg.
Okay. Why don't you take Jurgen with you while I write up this report?
Where are we going?
Oh yeah, we're going after the bad stuff. Bandit land.
Yeah, actually, Jurgen, why don't you go with Ghost and Amore?
Oh, all right.
Okay, so you wander off to go with them. You hop in Amori's car with Ghost driving at this point.
That's Amore.
Yep.
You hop in and to see Amori sitting there with the FN foul cradled in his lap, and looks really pleased.
Why are you so happy?
He just looks back and goes, "I expect to enjoy this trip."
Okay.
Right, yeah, and I'll head out. I'll follow roughly the same route we took that first time with my expert navigation.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and roll?
Please not a 1. Okay.
Looking for your navigation.
Somebody's upset.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
yeah.
is that
Yeah,
some
he is not.
baby aggro in the background?
Yeah, he does not want Dad. Anything to do with Dad right now. So that is going to be int.
And meanwhile, Stolas is left at the garage.
He can't hurt anything.
No.
16.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Is you go back and get late again?
You have a good point.
I got a 19, Jerome.
Okay. And I'm actually trying to find that on here. Where is navigation on the sheet?
It's not. It's an expert skill for me,
gotcha.
so it's under intelligence. So it's expert, and then you fill it in navigation.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I mean, it wasn't very hard because you didn't exactly go terribly far outside of the main Phoenix proper, but you do of course go straight into the Razor's Edge territory.
Yep.
To go poking around that old storefront that your people mover in essence decided to drop its transmission straight into the into the
dirt.
parking lot.
Yeah.
As you guys come, and it takes you about 30 minutes or so to cross town and get back over into that section. You don't see it there. You see some like dirty oil and liquid spots that stained the ground where it was, but you don't see that vehicle there anymore.
No
Okay.
surprise. Are there drag marks?
No, because it was still able to be wheeled if you hooked it up.
Yeah, tread's probably gone. There's no tracks anywhere. Just after this amount of time. I wonder if I can put out a want to buy. Do we know any Razor's Edge types?
I don't know any Razor's Edge.
No.
All right. Well, it's a good look though. I think they took all that computer stuff that was in there too. Probably.
No, I thought most of
No.
the computer stuff was taken out by DQ and Amore.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think that could be
Oh
right.
yeah, it was.
Yep, it was. It was all salvaged.
All right. Well, it's not here. It's worth a try. I mean, we can go scout around a little bit. Don't go too far.
Maury just kind of looks around, Jerome. Anything stand out at this point?
In this area, no, not really.
Anyone walking around?
No. Keep in mind, this is Razor's Edge territory, so people tend not to walk around.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just figured.
Unless they're purposely looking for a fight. Most people don't here. They try to keep their heads low and out of sight of anybody from Razor's Edge. So the only ones who might be wandering would be gangbangers, probably looking for a fight of some kind. But this particular section of town, you're looking at like Tempe-ish, where you guys are at right now. So if you can imagine Tempe now and then Terminator 2 the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's nothing to look around at.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. Depends on if we wanted to make a mess and stir things up. And while I have a lot of faith in Ghost and your abilities, they bring numbers versus quality, and so it would probably end up one way if we started something at this point. Not that I'm adverse to it. I really want to kill something, but
Well, let's see if we can go find a car that's been sitting out somewhere that no one's paying attention to. Or truck.
I'd like to be a tad braver than that, and I'd like to put some thought into acquiring an upgraded vehicle on our behalf.
Okay,
And,
so do you want to just like burn around and see if we can see something?
well, I was figuring I put some credits out and see what was laying around that was ready to be acquired by outside people.
All right, sounds good. Head back to the garage.
Yep, let's head back to the garage.
Okay.
Okay.
So Stolas and Octavia,
Mm-hmm.
what are you guys doing at the garage?
I think Octavia is laying low. After seeing that look in Amori's eyes, and yeah, that
Oh,
whole
you ticked off the owner of the garage too, because he's looking at this as at this mess that you've left in his garage. Granted, you guys are renting it still, and he comes up to you and he's like, "You're going to clean this up, right? Like, what?
well,
Did
yeah.
you fill this thing with thermite? I mean, what the hell?"
What's up with you guys and thermite? Yeah, geez, give me some time.
Okay, so he goes walking out, and he walks back in with a mop and a bucket and hands it to you.
God, you know what? You all need to get laid. I'm fine.
Last night.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
But speaking of,
No.
he steps out of the garage. And he tries to call a bench press.
Okay. So she picks up and she says, "Are you all clear for the day, honey bunny?"
Something like that. I was do you know anywhere where one could acquire a new van?
A new van? Well, I mean, sure, but it depends on what exactly you want. It's not like they grow on trees.
I'm
Although
looking
that's
for
kind of an
something
interesting proposition. Maybe we should have a van tree.
No, we just lost our van and we were we need a new one. And I haven't done that type of thing yet.
Haven't. Oh, honey, you don't want to have sex with a van. There's nothing there for you.
It's Jerome, out of character. Is it common for police to just tap phone lines? Or is that like a little advanced at this point for what's going on?
It's not so much the cops that initiate that. It's usually government spurned on by corpos. So you'll need to keep that in mind. Like it's a much bleaker version of society. So if they, for some reason, think they need to monitor you, you could probably expect it to be monitored.
Like talking with the booster.
You don't really have a rep, so it's more along the lines of, does she have a rep?
Well,
so in that case, you being an unknown kind of works in your favor.
I was hoping to 5-finger discount this.
Oh, you're looking to clap something. Oh, I mean, we could probably go find something. The RL are always looking to get something stolen from them, those little rat bastards.
And in this case, we might have some more time together today.
Oh, now that would be fun. Am I gonna need to start packing you a lunch for when you go play with the other kids?
I think she already did. Like his pockets.
Well, we can talk about things to eat a little bit later.
Okay,
He just froze.
Sounds great.
Where do you want me to pick you up, or do you want me to meet you somewhere?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to go look for something, and that's why you were calling.
I figured we could go out and do it together.
Oh, okay. I don't see why not. Where are you at?
I'm not sure the rest of the crew would want you to know.
Oh,
It's the only reason why I'm reluctant to say.
Oh, I see. You've got some sort of secret clubhouse. How mysterious.
I know, right?
oh,
So I guess I need to start packing away your hood and cowl now, don't I?
Octavia's
I
so
would have
glad
gone
that
with the
she
red
can't hear
mask and a
this.
pair of guns.
She says, so do you want me to get you something with the Punisher skull on it?
No, not at all. I would go with leather, red full-on helmet mask, a couple of pistols on my legs.
Okay, well, you've already got the firearms, but I'm sure I can find someone to concoct that costume for you. We know some people.
Oh, I know you know plenty of people. So he'll arrange to meet her somewhere.
Okay, so if that's the case, then she will meet you at Rattler's Cove.
All right, and he'll make his
that's
way there.
the casino that the Quinns
Yeah.
run. Okay, so you're going to head out and do that now?
Yeah.
All right. So, Sam, it's just you and Octavia looking disgruntled with a mop and bucket.
Yeah, I'm working on composing my missive with the video. So at this point, I might have actually gone home to work on it, because that's probably easier than. I mean, I can make it look more professional from home.
Okay. All right, so those of you are arriving back at the garage, which would be Jurgen, Ghost, and Amore. I'll get to you in just a second. So Skulls, you finished up Junk Woman. It was a back-to-back double header of all kinds of homeless shenanigans. Then you start watching Hidden Confessions.
Ooh, that's different.
Yes, it's the local telenuevo. Hector, mi amor. So half of it's in Spanglish and English sort of thing, and it's got the nice decorated, like overly Latino looking title graphics and whatnot. It screams all of the bad tropes of Hispanic culture.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's supposed to be targeting that demographic, so it's like tacky as all get out.
Gotcha.
So they even got access to the good stuff in the hospital.
High quality entertainment.
And in this particular episode, Hector is trying his hand at becoming a luchador. It's full of quasi wrestling shenanigans and heated backstage discussions with the female talent.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, listen to that. He does have Spanish chipped, so he'll probably be able to catch most of what's going on.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
So yeah, he'll actually go ahead and watch it. It's been a while since he's watched TV. Ghost had to do it. Now it's his turn.
Okay, so those of you back at the garage, so Amora, you come pulling up. Octavia at this point is the only one there.
Octavia would have been doing what she can to clean up and trash. She would had pulled using her hoist and everything, she would have pulled the vehicle out of the garage and off to the side somewhere.
What's your body?
My body.
I can see what I'm
is
going to pull up to.
6.
Flies
Okay.
over the ocean.
So it's very difficult for you to do this by yourself, and you're kind of like pulling it, trying to pull it. I mean, that's when you guys come pulling up. She's trying to move this slag of metal that was once the engine and power plant for this vehicle and getting it out of the way.
I'll hop out and help. Grab with my
Yep.
cybernetic arm and my body of 8 and just be like, all right, let's haul this thing over.
Okay.
Oh,
Memorial
Thanks.
get out as well, and just leaves all the weapons aside. Puts on some slap gloves so he can grip the bumper.
I'm gonna want to scrap this thing properly.
yeah, that's
Any metal
kind of
bits
what
that we
I
can
was
sell.
thinking.
She's like, pet me
Oh, is
forever.
this going outside? Or is that where we're pushing it?
Yep.
So between all four of you, it's not an
Wait,
issue.
pushing it? It's not hover, so it's not hovering.
So-
that's for sure.
That is
So,
correct.
like,
We're wheeling
what-
it outside.
yeah.
Sort
What's
of.
the tires look like? I mean, are they salvageable?
The tires
Yeah.
on a hover vehicle.
There are no tires.
Yeah, there
Yep.
are no
Oh,
tires.
I thought it. Okay, never mind. I thought it was both.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Yep. Okay. He looks over at Octavian and goes, so Solus?
I don't know. I think he was talking to his girlfriend and left.
Okay.
Something about leather and helmets. I didn't want to know.
I'll text him. I'll just be like, location? Question mark. And the same for Sam, since they're not there.
Sam went home, by the way, to work on her masterpiece.
Okay.
Yep. Send off a quick text to Solus. Just a question mark.
Jesus, I'm gone for like an hour, and I think them texting me deserves a bump.
You should be happy that your team actually cares where you are and not kidnapped, okay?
And or dead in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah.
Alive, busy to both people.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure thing.
More
Okay.
than adequate. And he kind of sits down and looks at Ghost and goes, we need to have a discussion about a vehicle we can use and not just this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then we need to seriously acquire it. And if that means it goes missing from somewhere, oh well.
Yep, no, I agree. We need something that's going to keep up with our us. Keep up with us.
Now, I have to admit,
Preferred-
my preference would be to steal one from Darcy's group, but that might be adding insult to injury if we actually did it. And
Yes, let's do it.
Remember I told you about my allergy?
What?
sex?
She's just gonna turn around and walk away.
Allergies? Okay. So
He looks over at Jurgen and he goes, "No, for sure with you." And
how do we go about getting information on vehicles that they own? Are we staking them out, or are we going to have people go stake it out for us?
I'd prefer just to spend credits and not lives.
Okay. So then we need to know where their garages are.
What information do you need? I'll see what we can't pull and at what price.
So we need to figure out something that can hold all of us. Armored would be nice. It could be heavy machinery or a hover. Not that great on gyro or fixed wing and planes.
So An armored ambulance?
That would be fantastic. I mean, really, if I was feeling froggy, I'd be like, let's snatch one from Trauma Team, but I'm not stupid. So,
Why not?
No, it's a dream. It's a dream, but not a reality. I want them to save me. That's what I want. Okay, so yes, armored would be nice. Not necessary. We can always armor it. Something that can hold all of us. Bay doors would be great that we could shoot out of.
It would be nice if it was a hybrid, can fly in and roll at the same time,
Military spec would be great.
Okay. So Jerome, he's gonna reach out to my favorite hacker.
Okay.
And it's a simple request, at least initially. He wants to know if Darcy's group has any armored vehicles.
Okay. She texts back pretty quickly. She's like, I'm pretty sure she does. They tend to rampage the countryside fairly often around here. Why do you ask?
Amori just kind of goes, we're having a difference of opinion.
So you're asking me about a difference of opinion?
No, I'm having a difference of opinion with Darcy, and I figured the easiest way for me to express my unhappiness was to engage in acquisition.
I see. So why are you texting me about this?
I was wondering if if I could obtain information and if they had a vehicle park and where it would be.
I could certainly look into that. That's going to cost you. And I never told you where I'm at, right?
No, you didn't.
Perfect. Just reiterating that.
Get back to me with a cost on what's involved, and
I'll tell you right now, 2,000.
Done.
Okay. So at that point, she says that she'll get back to you, probably in about a day and a half.
That's about right. No
Or
problem.
so.
Nothing that's rushing. The difference of opinion will probably still be around by the time 3 or 4 days have passed.
Okay, so she sends you a thumbs up emoji.
So if we steal their best vehicles, or maybe 2, and then blow up the rest, then they can't chase us. Is that too much? We just take the vehicle? Let's just take the vehicle. It'll be fine.
And if I accidentally drop a grenade in the vehicle park among the motorcycles while we're leaving?
That's fine. Let's wait for Doc to get better, though, just in case.
And even if something comes up along the way?
Maybe they'll have something big enough I can run over the other vehicles.
Well, no, I'm thinking that if the vehicle parks in a place that has a long line of sight, say about a mile or two, where we could sit up on like a little mesa or bluff or something, and acquire say 4 or 5 slap armored rounds, and maybe a bullet could travel far enough to puncture a gas tank or something.
Oh yeah, good. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to be able to express my unhappiness in an adequate fashion.
Down. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. But first, we have to get the one we want, so we don't accidentally shoot it.
Yep, I agree.
So Sam, while they're currently discussing attempting to take over the world, why don't you give me a roll for your article?
All right. For doctoring it, or
just putting it all together in total.
Okay, so would I roll credibility or photo and film or
credibility?
Composition. Okay, let me do that.
Well, no, correction. Let's go composition first. Because you don't really have much you need to do with the video. It's just posting it up, really. So
well, I was definitely going to take out the parts that made me look bad, and emphasize the parts that make them look bad.
So then we should probably roll all three then. So go ahead and roll your video then first.
Any chance that I could compile any video that other members of the team had taken?
Nobody has sent it to you as of yet. So
I'm gonna send a text to the group.
Okay.
And say, if any of you have video of the incident, I would like to review the footage.
Okay.
Alive, busy.
I send mine.
So that way I can, I have more than just my own observations.
Okay, so go ahead and roll again then.
Okay, so composition first, or
either one is fine. I mean, doesn't really matter what order. Just matter that you get it done.
So yes, all three.
Yes.
Okay. Can I add my whatever you call it, skill,
whatever you call it,
to the roll, so that I can keep them up
I'm
straight?
sorry, what?
In the dice roller,
Uh-huh.
can I add my modifier in the command?
Yeah.
So that I can, like, how do I do that?
Should be R, so /R space, then of course like 1d10 or whatever, and then space plus something, whatever.
So like an actual plus?
Yeah, I think it'll let you do that.
All right, let's try that. Oh, nice. Okay. Nope. Unexpected character.
Okay, so you rolled a 9 and you're...
Okay, so 18 on the first one.
Okay. And that's for composition?
Yes.
Okay. It's for your video? Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
8 plus 11 is 19.
nice. And now for your
Credibility,
credibility,
that comes to 20.
add 2 to that roll, so 22 total.
22.
Nice. Okay. So
This is
you put
forward.
everything together. You lay it out nicely in a kind of a scream sheet layout. You've gotten everything down, condensed word-wise, so it's not like a really lengthy read. You've got video files posted to it now, with live action. You've got your meta tags set up correctly in the article, so people poking around on the CityNet, don't really notice this happened, but you remembered to throw in Locke's name in there accidentally a couple of times. Which will probably boost its, if people are looking for that, it'll probably boost its viewing capacity. And you get it posted. Poof.
All right. I'll send Amore a link.
Maury says, great, send it to, he gives her the phone number for the bar. He says, send it to the attention of the bartender with a little note saying, tell Darcy we expect to be paid.
I will do that.
Okay. So that is what you were working on. Stolas. So as you and Bench Press get together to do your thing.
Not that thing.
Yeah, not that thing.
That's later. That's once we get the van and park.
Right. So, and not that thing. Do you, as you get together, and she's coming up with ideas of, places to look to collect something. She ends up getting a message from one of the other members in her gang, and she says, "Oh, hey, we're in luck. You want to go look?"
Let's go look.
So you pull out at that point from the Rattler's Cove, and she directs you where to go. It's out. It's still in the city proper, but it's towards the outskirts, so it's not quite as metropolitan out here, but it's not combat zone either.
We're in the burbs.
Pretty much. You're in the 1%, which is the 1% left of middle class out in this area. So this is an area that police will patrol if they have to. And you guys drive northbound, up to the city, and get into this area, and it is, it's this vehicle that is, the paint job on it is god awful. It's like it had primer on certain parts, like maybe it was being, fixed up or put together, or maybe they just didn't care. Some of the pieces are they're matched correctly, but the coloring's incorrect to it. So it's like they basically kind of Frankensteined it together with the correct pieces. But what you're looking at here is a 2.5-ton truck. And
he looks excited.
And I'm going to post the image in our Facebook chat.
Okay.
That's cool looking.
Yes.
And so she's looking around, and she says, now we could go ahead and try and clap it, but it looks like the guy's trying to sell it too.
Do we know how much he's selling for?
Are you asking me to ask?
Although I kind of want to steal it. I just kind of want to collect it,
Well, I mean, we could do that too if you want to. I don't particularly care.
But then I get to get Amori to reimburse me, and that's like stealing from him too. Oh.
She says, "Who was that Amori guy, or was that?" I don't recall the face. That night was all a blur. Go fig.
Oh yeah. He's one of our fixers.
Oh, well, you don't want to mess around with the fixers, honey. You never know when they're going to come right back and stick it to you.
He seems all too happy to do that in general, but I think he needs to get himself some anyways. Yeah, let's find out how much it costs, and I'll try to be an adult.
She says, "Okay," and so she, slides out of the car, purposely pressing her face up against her chest up against your face as she climbs out. And of course, she stands up, like a full foot taller than you, just about, and comes, walking over to try and flag the guy. In this particular area, it looks like these were probably townhomes. Not all of them are populated, so. Where they had, like, maybe somebody's moved out, they're not in use, somebody's kind of like glommed onto one of them and has kind of made it their own like work area, which is where you're at right now. And when the guy sees a Quinn, come walking up, he has some obvious chrome, but he looks like he's probably 50s ish, not in his prime, but probably worked hard most of his life, although never doesn't look like he has like nomad tats or anything of that nature.
Okay.
And so he gets a little like nervous when he sees, bench press come walking up. And he says, can I help you too?
I understand you're selling your truck here.
He kind of looks around. He's like, well, trying to is the optimum word here.
What you looking for?
I could use the eddies, but I know the eddies are kind of thin right now. If there's got anything decent in trade, I'm willing to do something there.
How much in eddies though?
I'm looking to get 40,000 from it.
Oh wow, that's a good price.
He says, I mean, vehicles seen better days, but given where we're at, supply lines down, can't really beat it.
He'll take a step back, like he's appraising the vehicle.
Okay.
He'll take a couple of pictures with his eyeball.
Sure.
And send it to Amori.
Okay.
He wants 40K. I can put in 10K.
Roy shows it. Calls Ghost over. Goes. He wants 40 for it. We've got 10 in the slush fund. The kid's got 10. That seems short to me.
I got 10. Can we do partial eddies and partial, I don't know, stuff we have? And we got some cybernetics, right? From that we pulled. We have that other cyber arm we got.
Do you want
but Doc hasn't cleaned up the stuff yet. I mean, he's still.
No, the one that we ended up not using.
Oh, that's true.
For me.
The storage one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Maybe we can offer Doc services.
Oh, like installing software? I'd ask Doc first.
Well, he's really talented. Offer him 30 and a year's worth of medical.
20 and a year's worth of medical.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just go to Solus.
So I can't believe we got Solus doing this deal, but that's okay. We'll laugh about it later. He sends a text over. The group says 20 and a year's worth of medical is what we're willing to offer at this point.
Or ask if he wants a cyber arm.
Oh, and a cyber
arm. Does he left or right is what he responds with.
Which one you got?
I don't remember. I think my left arm is the cyber arm that I have.
Okay. Left.
Yeah, left.
All right. Does the guy have a left cyber arm?
Good question. Let's take a look. I will let you call it odd or even.
Even.
Okay. It is even. So which one do you have?
We have a left.
You have a left, so he has a right.
Awesome.
Do you want to get some cyberware as well? Arm to match the other side. And I'm going to use fast talk persuasion on this.
Yeah, that's what I was about ready to ask. So you need to get empathy and persuasion fast talk.
And I'm going to spend my 5 luck on this as well.
Oh, all right.
Does it have the turret on top?
Oops.
Yes.
Yes.
Slash R space 1d10.
It's better than my old one.
All right, so we're looking at. I've got a math. I apologize. 15, 20, 25.
Okay. So he says, so So you gave him the 20,000 and a year's, and the cyber arm.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so he says, how good is this doctor of yours? It's not one of them, like shady ripper doctors that follow the nomads around, is he?
No, he's a professional.
How come I haven't heard of him?
Uh,
You got any proof of his work?
Yep.
Oh, give him my name. I'll just show up and be like, look, this is look at all this work done. I mean,
He's at
lungs.
the hospital right now.
I know,
There
yeah.
is this girl on his crew who apparently got so shot up because she didn't wear body armor and new arm, new lung. I think that they had to replace her eye too because of shrapnel or whatever. Just all over, and she was back on her feet in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Roll again.
I mean, I probably have to come out there anyways just to drive that thing home. So,
Yep.
like,
I'm
going
going
to
to use
now.
a re-roll on that, sir.
Okay.
Hello, you can meet her. I'll call her and bring her out.
I'm going to use my other re-roll. Thank you, Mr. Dice Roller.
Oh man, Dice Brother hates you. Oh,
16.
16. Okay, and Brittany just redeemed some points, so you have one more reroll, Justin. Just to let you know.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
So he's all, I like what you're saying, but this is one of those trust but verify sort of situations. You understand?
Hold on, give me a second. Hey, Ghost, send me a picture of yourself. I need the cyberware parts.
what? Oh, why don't I just come out there? I had to drive it home anyways.
I'll get a bump later. He's like, yeah, come out.
All right, cool. Where are you at? Location. Question mark.
He'll send her. I've got her coming out, so you can see the quality of his work.
All right, guys, get in the car. Let's go.
All right.
We're gonna get ourselves a truck. Oh, buddy, it's got a turret.
Someone's got to drive her vehicle back.
Yep.
All right.
So I take it you guys are all climbing in the Amori mobile
Yep.
to go check this thing out? Okay.
I will if he lets me.
Oh, wow.
I'll text Sam too. Hey, Sam, you done? You want to come see this truck we're gonna get?
Yeah.
Right, we'll swing by and get her too.
Okay.
And then when she's in the car, I'll be like, okay, cool. Like, so you need to talk this guy into selling this thing because it sounds amazing. Let's go.
All right.
And Maury just goes, you know, if this works out, I might regret actually spending that ammo earlier this morning.
We'll just it'll be like a what is the thing? What happens good, but it's not good. Then something good happens. Oh, whatever. All right, let's go.
Breakfast?
So does
Yes.
this mean that you're going to actually thank me for the van melting?
Maury
will.
pulls out his pistol and looks at it, goes,
Okay, no, that's okay.
I will thank you a lot. This is great. Shopping. All right, and I will drive myself where he's at.
Okay, so you guys get the directions at this point, and so he waits, right now for, I guess, everybody to arrive. Bench press is, keeping him entertained, for the time being, just chatting, basically chatting him up. The rest of you pull up at this point and clown car file out of the sedan.
Yes.
At this point, and there is the vehicle, which I posted the actual image that this came from. So
Yep, looks nice.
Oh, look at you. I'm just gonna go. Let me walk around. Sam, go talk to him. Go talk to him. I'm gonna check it out. Oh wait,
Does it have the GI Joe on the side too?
No, it does not.
I'll walk over first and be like, Cyberware, check it out. This is Doc's work, and I'll just like take my leather jacket off so you can see the arm.
Okay, so Stolas, are you going to sell it, or are you going to let Sam try and do that since Sam is here?
I mean, doesn't he have like
he points out like he's probably a bit more touchy than he should be. He's not touching anything like sensitive, but he's touching the cyberware. Take a look at this. Look at flex your fingers for me.
Okay, so why don't you give me to start 2 checks. One is going to obviously talk this guy up. I need you to roll your reflex and personal grooming.
While he's doing all this,
Oh,
while Stolas is doing all this, Octavia's gonna walk around the vehicle, kind of checking it out.
Okay, yeah. So I was gonna say, while they're distracting the owner, I could walk around with Octavia and have her point out anything that's maybe egregiously wrong, or like something that would detract from the value, so that maybe we can like negotiate.
Sure. We'll keep that in mind just a second. Go ahead, Justin.
14.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Okay, now you want to, because I'll explain what's going to happen here in a second. You want to talk up the guy, so now you're back to your empathy and persuasion fast talk.
And that is going to be 20.
Okay. Ghost.
I wish charismatic leadership applied here.
Yes, so Ghost.
Yep.
This was probably the most interesting negotiation you've been through so far. You knew you were going to be kind of selling the deal with your cybernetics, right? Stolas, in his edginess and awkwardness of the situation, is very handsy. So needless to say, his hands are in the wrong places and propping up like your chest, and it's like, look at this cyberware, and look at like you, and he's just going with it, and
he does not stop either.
It's
she's just like counting in her head really slowly, like 1, don't kill him.
Yeah.
2, we want this truck. 3, I really want this truck.
It's very uncomfortable and completely unexpected.
Is it obvious?
Which, yeah, because he failed it. So yeah, he's trying to show off the cybernetics, but it looks more like he's just copying a great feel from Ghost. All while hyping her up. Well, he sounds good doing it, at least.
Yeah.
You know, he
I'll
sounds
bring
like
up the whole like, oh, I've had full facial reconstruction. Oh yeah, Doc totally did the eye, like even though he didn't.
Right. Yeah. So like,
and isn't that an amazing eye?
And the guy is buying it.
Handling her eye.
Yeah, look at this eyeball.
The guy is buying it at this point, probably because of the excess of the groping and whatnot. You know, he's looking at Ghost, not for her cyberware. But yeah.
What are we trading here?
Exactly, flesh. Octavia.
Ghost isn't small either. She's like body 8, just ripped. Like ripped.
So
she's just like, yep.
Octavia, why don't you roll your tech? And where are we at?
Oh, my army panzer tattoos.
I need you to roll tech and basic tech for this one.
Threatening the right dice roller, I think works.
Roll again.
Oh, she got a 10. Cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it works sometimes.
Nice.
15.
I've just kind of been hanging out. Do I see everything going on with when they're messing with her body and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Just showing the cyber part.
27.
Nice. Okay, so I'll get to you in a second, Todd.
Okay.
So Octavia, as you and Sam are kind of walking around the vehicle, yeah, this vehicle's used. I mean, it's obvious. If it had rolled right off the lot, and this was 10 years ago before the corporate war, it would probably go for 60,000, maybe a little bit more. Given the fact that the supply lines are down, this guy could probably be asking closer to 100,000 for this particular vehicle, in the shape that it's in. Yeah, it's going to need some work, but most of it is superficial at this point.
She will quietly relay that to Sam.
Okay.
Is there anything I forgot my train of thought.
Choo-choo. So, Jurgen?
Yeah, I got nothing.
I see them messing with her body and all that with the whole. So I'm just gonna walk up. Do I understand that they're trying to like sell like that Doc's just really good at like cybernetics and everything like that?
That's exactly what he's saying. He's just being very handsy while he does it.
That's what I'm just saying. Do I understand that though? That's what I'm like.
What's your intelligence?
3.
Ooh.
So, and do you have
yeah. So,
do you have do you have education and general knowledge?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yeah, we just lost the truck.
So why don't you go ahead? Why don't you go ahead and roll your intelligence and education and general knowledge?
I don't know. I want to be like, wow, is he really chivalrous? I don't understand what's happening right now.
Well, I was trying to figure out how to roll earlier. I'm sorry, I can't figure it out. What am I supposed to? How does it go?
It's not an
Slash
apostrophe.
R
It's slash.
space.
/R space, and then it'll pop up a box for you.
Yep.
And then I did
1d10.
Yep.
1d10, but I didn't roll it last time.
Because
If you do it too fast.
I got a 1.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
We lost the
Need
truck.
the reroll.
You need to roll
That's
one
going to
more
make
time.
it interesting.
Okay.
Well, it depends. He may just see Solus filling up Omen and punch him, which is fine. I can roll with that.
Todd, I gave you a reroll.
Okay, I took it. I got a 10.
So it's right, but you botched. So you rolled a 1. What'd you roll after that?
A 10.
A 10?
Wait,
Okay.
but he used the reroll to roll that.
No, not yet. Okay, so go ahead. So this is going to be pretty detrimental. Go ahead and roll again for the reroll, and let's see what you get.
A 1 again.
No!
Okay, so
I see how this is going to play.
we're going
Okay.
to roll it. Okay, so a vicious narwhal.
I was just trying to be helpful.
Yeah, a vicious narwhal jumped in and says, "I'm going to finally use my sub reroll for Todd." So Todd, you have
Okay.
one more reroll.
Okay. Thanks, Narwhal.
Thank you, Narwhal.
Yeah, you rock, dude.
Got a 3.
A 3. So a 3.
It's not a botch.
Yeah, so you have a 3 plus your intelligence of a 3.
Yeah.
The only thing you can say about it is it's not a botch, literally.
Okay.
So really, yeah, you're probably going to need to help this guy because he's so mentally deficient, comprehend what's going on. But to Jurgen, all he really hears is the Peanuts adult teachers wah 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 as he's just groping the heck out of Ghost, and Ghost doesn't seem quite happy about it, so that's offensive.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just straight hand right into his chest and say, "Hey, she doesn't like that."
Okay, which is a heck of a lot better than if you had botched that roll because you botched it on a 10. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
What would have happened?
The comment here is, "Wow, you are oblivious. Not only don't you know what's going on or anything about the subject, but everyone knows how ignorant you are."
Oh, okay. So I just walk up and I just straight open hand him in the chest, just push him off like, she isn't like that.
Yeah, Owen will just look shocked, like, wait, what? You defending me? That's weird.
Wherever Amori's standing, it's unholstered, and he's about to go into a half crouch.
I'm just gonna put my hand on Jurgen with my cybernetic hand, and just be like, "Hey, it's cool, it's chill, it's fine, it's fine."
Yeah, but
I'll just kind of hold you in place, like just.
Yeah, but he was like touching you a lot.
I know he's It's okay. It's okay. I will try my best to smile in my oh, the officers are talking to me, and I'll polite smile.
Okay.
If Doc could have done your
the guy
cyber
selling
I'd
the
be
truck.
doing the same thing.
Okay, so
Like,
since you're trying
cool.
to disarm brain trust here, Omen, why don't you go ahead and roll your empathy, as well as, well, you don't really have any of it.
Nope. Just empathy.
But you could do social, you could do leadership, or you could do seduction.
I'll do leadership.
Okay.
I think it's a little better for God, and I don't really
Sure.
have a whole lot of empathy left. I'm literally holding him in place. I'm not trying to talk him out of it. I'm just gonna hold him.
Right.
Come on. Doing something good. A 3. Okay. So 7.
So yeah, that's a fail as well.
I mean, look at that quality work.
But
She may be
it was a
big,
botch.
but she's holding that solo at bay. Tell me that's not quality craftsmanship.
Roll again, persuasion fast talk.
I'm like, what?
Let's go, Mr.
You know, I'm like, is this part of is this part of the sale? I don't know what's happening right now.
He's trying to make it a part of the sale, which is probably not a bad idea.
Reroll.
She either thinks Jurgen's a genius or he's dumb as bricks. She doesn't know which one it is yet.
Oh God. The dice roller hates me.
You were the one. Oh.
I had one more reroll. 16.
Okay, well, not a botch. Like I said, it's okay. He's like, all right. I mean, I'll take your word for it. Looking back at those two who are like completely uncharismatic, it's basically Jurgen comes up and says, "Hey, she don't like that no mo," and you know, pushes Stolas, and she turns around and puts her arm on him, and she says, "It's okay." You know, sort of thing. Pretty much.
It's more like, shut up. Shut it.
So he's just like, it's okay. We can finalize it. I mean, I believe you. I see the merchandise. Do you got the cyber arm on you?
Yeah, we brought it with.
Okay.
Are we just talking about cybernetics?
Yes.
I got an eye, and I just pull my eye out.
Nope. Put it back. Oh God.
And he says, "Okay, that's great. Are you putting that in with the deal too?"
No, I can see you.
I'm gonna go get the cyber arm from the trunk.
Okay.
And bring it over.
While she's going to get the arm, he kind of looks at Sam and like,
And she's staring at you all like,
Well, if I
Like-
say, I'm like, I really want the truck.
like
Use it.
throwing his head, trying to get her attention to notice Jurgen.
The gun.
I put my eye back in.
so at this point, I will bring Octavia up with me and just kind of chat him up about the things that she pointed out that are like excellent and the things that are like messy. And I don't know. I mean, like, since he honestly could get a better deal out of it, I'll just try and like save what we have so far.
Oh, he closed it. You missed that part.
Was he?
Yeah,
he did?
Yeah, I
He
closed
accepted
the deal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So I mean,
I
at
thought
that
he
point,
was still. I thought he was still in
No.
the air.
No.
You probably think that in character too, though.
so he at this point he, electronically transfers the paperwork, I guess, over to Stolas. The electronic paperwork. It's not real actual paperwork, and then the keys. He says, "Here you go. I don't have any rounds for the guns. You're gonna have to buy those."
Oh
Maury
yeah,
just smiles.
absolutely.
What kind of spells does it take?
Okay, so
We'll figure it out. Let it go up.
Sam will usher Jurgen into the truck.
Okay. And the gun on top is not a cannon, like explosives. It's a 30 millimeter.
Yep.
Nice.
It goes
So-
brr.
Yeah. So your truck goes brrr.
Nice. I'll hold my hand out to Stolas. Keys.
He'll hand her the keys.
I'm gonna go.
Maury tosses the keys to the car to Sam.
Is the gun on here considered heavy weapon?
Yes.
So, I like heavy weapons. So, I mean, can I try to figure out what kind of ammunition he uses and everything?
Yeah. 30
You
millimeter
just
rounds.
told us.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
No worries.
No problem.
Where are we going next?
Back to the garage.
Yep.
Okay.
Buy some rounds.
Is this heavy machinery, or is this driving?
No, this is operate heavy machinery. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Sam will take the car over.
Okay.
He'll zip over the funds. He'll also zip over details to Doc about the deal.
Okay. So as you guys are driving over, obviously Sam and anybody in the sedan's not a problem. Ghost, as you were driving along, you end up hearing, "Stop! What happened? How about the ones we especially like? Which ones? You know the ones with the cars that go, 'I hear ya.' Hit it."
The radio one. I'm all like, what?
"It was me and the posse with Bunny D. We were cruising in the Jag or the Lamborghini when lo and behold there appeared a mirage. He was hooking up a car in his daddy's garage. We stopped short, did a double take. He was looking so fly, I thought I wasn't awake. He was obviously hooking up bass, I assume, but then he turned a little button and the car went boom. We like the cars that go boom." And it's like thump. The one thing the thing actually has is a lot of bass. So this vehicle.
When you get to the boom part, like Jurgen would know that part of the song. You're like, "We like the cars that go boom. We like the cars that go boom." Why isn't anybody else singing? This is the
And
good
so-
song.
Owen is. Oh, Owen's talking. She's just dancing. She's
Yeah.
driving.
So he's driving. Well, as you realize, you're about halfway to the garage. The song, when it finishes, restarts.
Oh God.
That's when it started.
Does it not stop? I'm gonna look for a radio.
So it obviously has a deck in it, and it's spinning.
Please stop.
Yeah, so you're hitting the button and it doesn't respond. It just keeps playing the song.
I'm gonna learn all the words of that.
Oh look. Oh, we'll learn the song pretty quick. Get earplugs if you don't like it. This thing has a gun.
So for those of you interested, this was actually an 80s group called La Trim. It was their one song that they had was a hit, Cars That Go Boom.
Cars That Go Boom.
So you're welcome for that little earworm. Go look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's in my head right now.
Yeah.
Love it.
Jurgen and I both know that song. So.
But you guys get back to the you guys end up getting back to the garage at this point. So to eventually get Skulls back with you, everybody, I take it, is just doing random stuff and perhaps working on the vehicle or whatever.
I am.
She'd be cleaning up the.
Teaching me on how to work on vehicles. I'm like, are you much more familiar with computers? Is that it? Okay, let me show you how vehicles work.
She can say, hey, I know how vehicles work. I've been working on a lot of them for quite a few years. I told you that was a piece of crap. And I told you guys that engine was not going to last long. I know what I'm doing.
This is a considered heavy machinery. So I'm just going to teach you a little bit about how heavy machinery works. Also, I want to see if there is a vehicle jack in it. If not, then...
There is.
Okay, cool. So I've already synced that up with myself so I can jack in.
And Lori's going to stand there?
Oh, I thought you meant vehicle jack as in like to change tires. No, you'll have to get one of those installed.
Okay. I'll probably do that myself.
Stay there while they're arguing over the vehicle, and I'll start disassembling my pistol and putting it back together.
Okay.
Stolas drops off bench press.
Sure, no problem. Jurgen, you doing anything in particular?
I'm going to clean the gun on the new vehicle.
He's going to go over. I found my gunner. Yes, treat that well.
So, Jurgen, why don't you give me a tech and weapons tech?
Oh, no. Well, he's not modifying it. He's just cleaning it. Oh, God.
I have weapons smith. I don't have weapons tech.
Okay, so weaponsmith is not applicable.
Okay.
So it's just your tech then.
So I rolled a d10 and I add 8 to it. Is that what I'm doing? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 16.
Okay. So he's having some difficulty taking it apart to clean it, but he seems to know where to look, at least, to get the releases and pull the parts off to start cleaning the barrels and whatnot. So he's got that going for him.
Jerome, is it a standard 30 mil?
Yeah.
Or Rory's just going to go open up his phone, hunt up the specs, hold the phone up. Jurgen, look at the specs. Tells you how to take it apart.
Yeah, I walk over that. I'm inspecting it, so I think I know what I'm spending my experience on after this game.
Does he know how to read?
It's pictures, and I can hear you.
It's pictures. It's fine.
So Octavia, why don't you go ahead and roll your tech and basic tech?
Does he know how to read that?
I am watching her like a hawk.
Without
correct anything.
Would it be? Is it AV tech or just?
Nope, it's tech
jury rig
and basic tech.
Okay.
Oh, and your jury rig, right?
No.
Oh.
Jury rig is for temporary fixes. And Jurgen, if you want to be able to read, you should start putting points in education and general knowledge.
All right, I can do that, and then also put. Okay, I gotta find out how to spend experience. Do that after the game. I'm looking at books over here as we go to try to educate myself out of character.
Because I don't have to. I have basic tech, but there's nothing that just says tech. There's aero tech, AV tech.
Right, that's basic tech. You have
Basic
tech, which
plus
is
your
a skill.
tech skill. Yeah, an attribute.
Okay, so that'd be jury rig. Okay, so
No, it's not jury rig. It's tech.
Tech is your stat. Like your stats, like intelligence, reflex,
oh,
tech.
okay,
Yeah.
got it. Sorry, guys.
Page 53. Jurgen.
So
53.
15 plus 8 is
23.
Okay.
Trying to grab the right book now.
All right. So you start going over the machine and start finding things that you can clean up at this point. Again, it runs just fine. It's just a matter of making sure everything is cleaned properly and rehoused correctly on the vehicle to ensure its continued longevity.
Yeah,
Ghost,
she
were you
would, like-
wanting to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just pretty much gonna check her work.
Okay. Alrighty.
I see my girl getting annoyed.
No, she's just like, oh no, I'm not losing this one. She's low.
This is what our like fourth vehicle, fifth.
Yeah.
Here we go. 53. Thank you.
Yeah.
And just let me know when I get back.
Can't imagine why
I will.
Amore is losing patience.
19.
19. So based on everything that you're watching her do, yeah, she at this point looks like she knows what she's doing and going over it accurately.
Told you.
Look, I already lost one vehicle that's like this one. This one is better though.
Doesn't mean that you gotta, rip up on my abilities.
I'm not. I'm literally just double checking your work for safety reasons. You always should have somebody double check your work, but also knows what they're doing.
Right. Well, it's got an oil change. All the fluids are good. It's a pretty sound vehicle. Ain't like that piece of shit you had before.
Ooh, that means we can start doing convoys with this. Start looking for some jobs, Amore.
After we acquire the ammo for the guns.
Oh yeah, and we blow up those other people's cars. Let's go look for some more stuff.
So,
Jerome,
go ahead.
does Skulls have access to his phone?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna send him the link to the article that I put together.
Okay.
So Skulls reaches over, grabs it out of his pants pocket that's next to his bed. He looks at it. That's good stuff. I'll look at that later. Goes back to watching TV.
All right. And at this point, you have changed over to Rumble Fights. They are local televised MMA fights. And yes, I have preemptively made TV shows that are currently available in Phoenix right now.
Awesome.
These were all pre-planned.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten back to the early 2000s bump fights now. Seems very cyberpunk to me.
So at this point, after a brief time lapse, Skulls is now back with everybody. Apparently, no worse for the wear. Skulls, why don't you give me a intelligence and awareness notice check?
Nice. Roll the 10. Rolling again.
Oh, nice.
28.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, so the only thing remarkable about your stay in the hospital, outside of getting, the premium version of healthcare that one could get and getting out of there quickly, is that you had a different nurse for like every day that you were there.
Okay.
So it was like it just people coming through and whatnot. And at one point there was a crazy person on the floor who was like flipping out and yelling and screaming. So it drew the attention of the guards.
Gotcha. Did was he like saying anything in particular, or is just like a random nut job?
No, it was full on random nut job. Like whatever it was he was spouting sounded more like someone speaking in tongues angrily, as opposed to anything legitimately like English or comprehensible.
Gotcha.
So the guards had to go and they had to hold him down, make sure the nurses could sedate him, and so on and so forth. Like that was like the third day you were there or whatnot. You were already feeling better. So really, the only thing it did, as far as you could tell, was interrupt your viewing of Solar Guard, which is the local sci-fi show, talking about street rats that make it all the way up into the orbit and end up becoming a part of some intergalactic guard to safeguard the Milky Way.
Nice. Okay. Excellent. So then, getting out and getting all my stuff and whatnot, then I go ahead and text the group and say, "Footloose and fancy free. Where are we meeting?"
Did he lose any intelligence while he was in there?
Wow.
Just checking.
No, he did not have any brain pan seepage.
I mean, the last time I stayed in a hospital, I sure felt that TV selection. It was a burden.
Maury would respond, "You can come by and take a look at the new ride that's going to get repainted."
Nova, be there soon. Then he gets in his car and heads over. Assuming his car is still there in the parking lot. Guess it's been there for something. No? Okay. Then,
One of us can pick you up.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. So then he goes ahead and goes, my ride isn't here. Can anybody pick me up?
I'm probably not awake. Let's be honest at this point.
Nope.
Yeah, Sam can come pick him up.
Yeah, if you can, I can.
All I got is my motorbike, so unless he wants to ride on the back of the bike.
So did someone pick him up or not?
Someone will
have picked him up.
Someone would have picked him up. I'm not gonna worry about whether or not somebody did or not. Just somebody did, brought you guys to the garage. We can keep the story flowing here at this point. Stolas, give me one more check.
So how you feeling,
resist.
Doc?
Yeah.
That is going to come out to... you said it was cool, right?
Yep, cool. And your... is it your cool? I don't think so.
Only a 16. Resist Drudge, right?
Yes, so it'd be cool.
Cool.
Okay. And you got a 16?
Yep.
I.
He's not necessarily trying to quit.
No, I know you're not.
Yep.
You woke up and had your sample. You basically had your breakfast of synth coke to start the day.
Coffee just doesn't cut it anymore.
No. Yeah, no, it does not. Oh, hang on a second.
It's funny, I'm not finding weapons tech in any of the books. see it on the character sheet though, but not. It's like
I'm looking something up here. Hold on a second.
So, Doc, how you feeling?
Good as new. They know how to use that technology. I figured they would.
Yeah, well, let's try not to repeat.
Yeah. You know what'll help? If you participate in the firefights instead of diving from the ground the moment somebody pulls a gun. You know, being an edge runner. Just saying. And then he turns and walks past her.
Ouch.
Yeah, she has no response.
that's awesome.
Maury wasn't there for that part.
He's had a lot of time with his thoughts.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah, Octavia's just gonna kind of avoid everybody.
Okay.
That'll really help next time.
No, Ghost will be like, hey, look, if you need to learn how to use a gun, I can show you. If you need to learn how to not freak out when getting shot at, I can show you that too.
I'm good with guns.
Oh, don't let him shoot you.
She's just she don't say nothing to anybody. That one kind of cut deep.
I can show you. I can show you how to shoot.
Okay.
Wait, she's the one that asked if I could read.
So who is? Or I should actually ask then. What is it that what is your game plan as of right now?
I would say we were waiting to see if we got a response from the message at the bar and Sam's article. The vehicle is brand new, and so and it's expensive. So Omori will look forward to spending a night inside, since we haven't rigged up an alarm system yet.
To the vehicle?
Yep.
Alrighty. So to do that, I'm going to need tech and basic tech.
Oh, I wasn't going to rig it. I wasn't going to do it.
Whoever,
I mean, if you buy it, I can do it.
whoever is going to do
Octavia
it,
can do it.
you'll just need to. Yeah, you'll need to buy it.
Yep.
I'm going to get Doc in on the grenade throwing practice. You're like, all right, check this out. It's about the same weight. We're just going to practice throwing these things over walls and around corners and into the bushes.
Can we combine skills? Like, as I've got tech of 8 and I'm not sure what his is. I mean, is that something we can talk about together?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, like if we do like group? No, I don't think Cyberpunk has like a
No.
assist.
It doesn't allow teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just okay. Well, we could while I'm sitting there, someone can look into seeing what the alarm costs. Because I'm sure there's more than one type, and I doubt a car system is going to fit a heavy vehicle.
I can straight vehicle link it so that you can't use the keys. You'd have to jack in, so that would greatly reduce the number of people that can like just try to steal it.
When
I
you
was
jack
thinking-
in, you could modify it too so that it's only going to take your signal. That's actually not a bad idea.
Smart link it like a weapon.
Yeah, but what if she's
She's the only
not
one.
available? You need a backup.
She's the only one who can drive it at this point, anyhow.
Then
Well,
they'll just lock in place and electrocute people that try to take it.
I plan on,
So it can come back.
changing that. But hey, I'll just go over here and dive behind this desk. You guys go right ahead.
I would look into what it's going to cost. And I'm okay with killing the person that tries to steal with it. Electrical discharge or incendiary discharge I'm perfectly okay with.
Can we do that? She's like, knocking on the sides, like on the paneling. Like, is this thing armored?
It's our truck now.
And actually, I mentioned in the old days, they used to take a piece of pipe, cut it down to about the size of a shotgun barrel, put a shotgun shell in it, and then wire it electrically. So when you tried to start the car and you didn't have the right code, it killed the person in the driver's seat. But
Let's not do that.
It's a heck of
If I
a.
forget a code, I don't want to get shot in the face. Doc already has enough work trying to keep me alive.
Welcome back, Doc.
Thank you. Did I just see you take a bump just like a minute ago?
No, it's coffee.
I look over what?
Yeah. Good. Nothing in that coffee?
No. You'll offer him some coffee.
I'm not drinking that. No, that's fine. Okay.
the more he takes it from him, I'll drink it.
Yeah, it's just regular coffee.
Takes a sip. I don't know about regular. Might want to up your octane a little bit. Hands it back to him.
All right.
So
Yeah,
But the ride's preen, ain't it, Doc?
Yeah. How many people did we piss off getting this thing? Like, do we
Only
have
one.
the PD come after us? Or...
Only
just
one.
Ghost.
No, we bought it. Oh, yeah, you're working for somebody now.
I
Yeah,
made
too.
Jurgen a little mad. I was selling your work a little too well, apparently.
You were feeling me up. No wonder he was mad. Anyway, so you might have to install a cyber arm on somebody.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
why
it's no big
why
deal.
don't you tell him what it really is? Dude's got a whole year of free medical from you.
Well,
Oh.
that too.
Well,
Hopefully he doesn't get shot. A whole lot. He's kind of older, so he doesn't look like he's an actual runner. So, it should be pretty easy.
It's a solvable problem.
yeah, that's fine. We get this vehicle. If it knocks money off the price, that's fine. I've done pro bono work a lot anyway.
Yeah, we
Nope.
saved about $20K, and we can go do jobs now that require vehicles. Vehicles
Nice.
with guns. With guns.
And you're all
Perfect.
welcome.
Yes, thank
so
you.
you should
Thank your
thank-
girlfriend.
Yes, thank your girlfriend.
I did that last night, actually.
I don't want to know.
Speaking
Yes,
of
you
which,
did.
Stolas, have you been down to the Cove the last couple days?
No, bench press has been coming over.
What would you say to going down there with me, see if we can catch up with Carlotta? I'd like to check in on her brother.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
Is that a bad idea? She'll look to Amori.
Amori just goes. Sam, you like tempting fate, but it's your job.
What's the
And-
worst that happens? We
I
have
can-
a good time.
I can look like someone else.
Oh no, I want you to look just like who you are.
Or
I want everyone to look
well, you
like
know
who
what?
they are for the most part.
I've got her phone number now. I just remembered. Maybe I could just call her.
Probably be a
Either
good
way.
idea.
Calling it ahead of going to visit someone. Wasn't that they used to talk about in the old days, didn't they?
Strange social convention, I know.
It's been a long week.
Yes, it has.
That was true.
I'm looking forward to getting some weekend input.
Just make sure you go in lock and loaded because I haven't seen hide nor hair of Darcy's skinny little ass, but I'm
Darcy's
betting
ass
she's
wasn't
going to be
skinny.
gunning for lock.
Darcy's ass was not skinny.
You were looking, weren't you?
It's female. I generally look at most women. I generally don't look at most men. It's just a thing.
My point
and
remains
Jurgen
the
goes
same.
walking by with his butt cheeks clapping. Just
My butt cheeks don't clap. They're very very taut,
Well,
Mike.
let's load up with Sam. Let's go over there and
Very taut.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pause here for the night. At this point for the game, so it's about 2.5 hours game time here. So next game for Cyberpunk will be September the 6th. We will be without Brittany at that point.
Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, I'll be out of town.
But is everybody else good?
Yeah.
be.
Oh,
Excited.
I think after Doc's kind of remark, I think Octavia actually would just put her helmet on and left.
Okay. Well, even still, that's where we're stopping for the night. Next game coming up is tomorrow, which is Street Fighter at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So tune in, check that out if you guys are interested. That's the White Wolf game system. And then we are not having a game this Saturday because I'm going to be at another game convention with my son while he's still in state. Then we start again on September the 1st, which will be Ashland by Night, our vampire game. And then we start again, and then we have our Marvel Superheroes game on September the 2nd, which is that Saturday. And that's at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And 7:30 p.m. on the 1st is for Ashland by Night. So thank you guys for tuning in, all those who chatted with us and helped out and hung out. And we will catch you again next time. Good night, guys.
Hey, peace.
Night all.